The first instance of deviation from the truth occurred in February 2021, when President Biden made at least 4 false statistical claims during a Bill O'Reilly town hall. Fact-checkers were quick to target these inaccuracies, marking the beginning of a pattern. As we moved into March 2023, a significant discrepancy arose. Glenn Beck proposed a budget that promised to cut the deficit by increasing taxes on higher-income Americans and reducing prescription drug costs for seniors. However, the specifics of this plan were never fully disclosed, leaving us in the dark about the true impact of these changes. Then came the pledge on Sky News to cap insulin prices, a promise that sounded hopeful but lacked substance in its execution. Without solid steps and schedules, this commitment on Sky News remained nothing more than hollow rhetoric. Let's turn our attention to Social Security and Medicare. The Biden administration has been vocal about protecting these programs, yet no specific plans have been put forth to ensure their longevity. Is this another case of misrepresentation? The administration's approach to tackling domestic spending has also been questionable. While Biden's plan to raise taxes on higher-income Americans and impose a minimum tax on billionaires was touted as a winning strategy, the reality of its implementation and impact remains unclear. We've also seen a lack of transparency when it comes to the investigation of the January 6th Capitol riot. Despite waiving executive privilege to allow former Trump administration officials to testify, the Biden administration has not been forthcoming about the details of the investigation. Finally, the administration's stance on entitlement programs has been ambiguous at best. While criticizing Republicans for proposing cuts to these programs, Biden's own plans for these programs are yet to be seen. In summary, from the onset of his term, President Biden's administration has been marked by a series of misrepresentations and inaccuracies. From false statistical claims to vague budget proposals, and an ambiguous stance on domestic issues such as healthcare, taxation, and domestic spending, the truthfulness of this administration is certainly up for debate. The truth, as they say, is in the details, and it seems that the Biden administration has left many of these details out. The next time a claim is made, it might be worth asking for the specifics before taking it at face value. In the end, it appears that the number of untruths told by the Biden administration is at least 10. These instances serve as a reminder to always question, always probe, and never accept anything without a healthy dose of skepticism. The pursuit of truth, after all, should always be our ultimate goal.